It is a beautiful Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. This is Comic Book Conundrum. I am Chris.
I'm Les.
And we are going to be your hosts for today.
That was good.
Thank you. I thought of that this morning.
Yep. That was something. Well, hello, welcome to Comic Book Conundrum. This is the bi-weekly or every month podcast. Whenever we really
Feel like it.
yeah. We talk about comic books. We talk about random events and things like that nature. Number one source for comic information. Not really. How you guys doing today?
Good. I am doing beautiful. I had a giant cup of coffee.
I'm still halfway done my giant cup of coffee.
Um,
Busy trying to catch up.
How was your week?
I had a giant cup of coffee.
I went on the train for the first time.
It was a marvel to him because I was with him. He's like, I rode the train.
Yeah.
Was it busy or was it not?
Well, it was really backed up when we went. I don't know, some train started smoking or some crap.
Yeah, so like
an hour behind.
The river line was like a half an hour behind.
3 trains going to like the north and no trains going south.
Yeah, we finally hopped on one. Then we got on the Patco.
Is that why you were 2 hours late?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We had D&D last night.
We had D&D and we were 2 hours late because some guys don't know how to drive a train.
Drive a train.
Or it would be
drive. Was very upset with you.
Updoggett. we have a character in the campaign named Updoggett. He's our friend Mike, and it was really funny last night.
Mike Trimble on the Nerdcotic.
Oh yeah. He's on Nerdcotic too. Yeah, we're on the Nerdcotic Network, by the way. If you're watching this is on the Nerdcotic Network. First 2 episodes are going to be uploaded to SoundCloud too, so if you want to hop over there if you want to listen to this on your morning ride in, you can, or whatever. But the train though, like I've never, I never went on the river line. I never went on the Patco. And my favorite thing,
we take a train into Palmyra, the next stop over, and West like looking out the window, ride a train.
Yeah. But there was this guy last night, and we were sitting there. Number one, he didn't know where he was going at all. He looked like he was on drugs or something.
Wow.
And he looks at this one guy and goes, "Yo, I know people all around the world." And he goes, "Oh, really? Do you know any chicks?"
No. You got bitches?
Yo, you got bitches.
No, I don't got no bitches.
Then how do you know these people around the world?
I got Facebook.
And I wanted to die, but I couldn't because then he would notice me.
He looked really shady too. He was like, "Man, I gotta go to Bordentown." But no, he goes up to these ones and he's like, "Let me start all over. Hello, my name is so and so, and I'm looking to get to Bordentown. These directions I have, I don't think are right. Could you please help me out? I really gotta pee," or something like that.
He made
that really clear. I gotta pee.
Yeah. So that was our experience.
This was Josh Toner's like Snapchat. Yo, man, I didn't pay for my train ticket one time. They took me in. They put me in the murder wing, man.
I remember that.
And Chris bought a ticket for the first time for the river line.
I bought a ticket for the first time because there was a cop walking around, and I did not want to get charged for that.
Yeah. So yeah, that was our pretty much week. We went to Philly and we got some comics. Brave New World, it's a great comic book place. You should really check it out.
Second Street Comics is really cool too.
Yeah, Atlantic City Comics.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Not Second Street. I'm sorry, it's on South Street.
It's on South Street.
Second Street is Brave New World.
Yeah. Brave New World's really cool. If you're listening to this and you want to go there, tell Robert we said hi.
And it's in the Philadelphia area. Even though Robert probably doesn't even know us.
He knew us last night.
He
knows
probably
us by
recognized us by face.
Yeah.
You say Chris and Wes and CJ, he doesn't. He has no idea.
I think that.
Robert's the one with the giant beard.
Oh, he's cool.
And he wore the Robster shirt.
He was. I don't know if he was there with us that one time. He wore the Robster shirt.
Oh, he was wearing
a
lobster.
Yeah.
And it said Rob.
Robster?
Well,
yeah. I'm like, yo, man, I like that shirt. It'd be even cooler if your name was Rob. He's like, it is. I'm like, that's even cooler.
All right, let's talk
get to our first segment. What we've read.
Yeah. CJ, you want to go first?
Okay, so last week I read virtually like nothing. So this week I have something. I read Future's End, the Dick Grayson Future's End.
Okay.
And it was really cool. I remember you were telling me about last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever the hell we recorded the last one. But yeah, it's really cool. It just basically starts with his like death, because you find out as you go on he might not have actually like died in the beginning, but it basically goes back to all the way from when he started with Batman.
Yeah.
And then I read, I read Ultimate End and Secret Wars, but I think we're gonna get to that later. So
Yeah. One thing
just
about
like-
Grayson that I really liked.
Mhm.
How at the very beginning of the book and the very ending of the book ties together because it like has the same text, and I forget what it was, but it tied together the Future's End so nicely. But yeah, is that all you read this week?
That's everything. I mean, I read Ultimate Ends issues 1 through 3 and Secret Wars issue 1 through 2, but you guys both read those, so I guess we'll get to those.
Yeah. Once Chris goes, you guys can talk about Ultimate Ends, because I don't read Ultimate. All right, Chris, go.
What did I read? I read a few different things. I was looking for a new DC comic to pick up, because $4 for a Marvel comic every week is
Gotham Academy.
Gotham Academy, I will not read. That's not true. I will not buy it. I'll keep reading it off you. I don't know if it's worth my money.
It's worth it.
I read We Are Robin, and it's all right. It's basically about this kid named Duke Thomas, and he's jumping from foster home to foster home, and he's trying to find his parents. And one day he finds this giant like cult conspiracy, weird place.
A
And
cult.
essentially, and they're all brainwashed, and they start attacking Duke because he's an outsider. And this team called Robin comes down and they save his ass. And
What was that? Why they call it We Are Robin?
that is.
Whoa!
It's a whole team of Robin.
What?
But it's none of the Robins. There's no Dick Grayson, no Damian Wayne, no Jason Todd, no one.
Okay, wait, hold on.
It's
Best
just-
Robin. Go.
Best Robin? Probably Dick Grayson.
Okay, all right. Yeah, Dick Grayson.
Because he was the original Robin, and he
He got his own side series, and plus he's Nightwing.
even helps out Batman as Nightwing. But yeah, it's just a bunch of kids from the street, taking crime into their own, taking vigilantism into their own hands and calling themselves Robin. And I guess it's kind of cool. It's like, it's just weird to think that they're calling themselves essentially Batman's sidekick. I don't know if I like that. It's kind of weird seeing like these kids.
Yeah, we're all Batman's sidekick.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
It's basically Dick Grayson is so good that you need a whole new team to fill his shoes.
What is the We Are Robin up to? What issue?
I think they're on issue 3 right now. I just read issue 1 and 2. I think I might pick up issue 3. I'm not sure how much farther I'm going to get. It would really have to pick up in order for me to continue it. It was all right, I guess.
See, the thing I don't like about DC's stuff is they really, really hook you the first. I don't know.
But even this issue didn't really really hook me.
No, but it was like first 6 issues they
Yeah.
hook you, and then it just goes all downhill from there. Like, and it sucks.
I also did read Batman Eternal. I think issues 2 through 4.
Mhm.
And I mean, I liked the story a lot, but the artwork after like issue 3,
Issue 3.
completely took me out of it.
Issue 11 was the highlight of bad artwork. It looks like it was
The
done
Tokyo
by a
one?
4-year-old. No, the one with Batgirl is fighting Gonzalez. I don't know if you read that one.
I love the one in Tokyo.
Where Batman goes to
I
Tokyo?
think we've had
Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
Tokyo Batman.
Yeah.
I think we had this conversation last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but the art was fantastic, and nothing can beat Tokyo Batman.
No, the original 3 had the best artwork.
I know, but Tokyo Batman.
That was good artwork, yeah. It was overall good artwork, but there was just some issues like issue 11 that was just so garbage
Yeah.
and so poorly done.
I want to get a.
It's a disappointment.
On a side note, since we're talking about DC, really want to get that Flash annual. I think I might read that.
I was gonna pick it up, but then didn't because I didn't have enough money.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to start reading Flash, and I swear to God, Brave New Worlds had everything except issue 1. I think I might just start from issue 2.
No, go buy the volume, because volumes are cheaper,
That's a good point.
and
I'm not
yeah,
sure if they'd have it out, but then I realized I didn't know they were up to like issue
42,
42.
42, 52 right now.
No, that's what I was thinking.
Vines are nice, but I like to try to collect the single issues if I can.
I
I might as well. I think because the one on South Street has a bunch of the older ones, and Brave New Worlds has a bunch of the. No, I'm sorry, other way around. South Street has a bunch of the newer ones, like 25 through like 50 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Brave New Worlds has a bunch of the old ones, pretty much like 2 through 25 or 30. But,
I like that
I might
because
as well pick up Volume 1 and then start collecting the.
that's what I like. 'Cause when I went to Atlantic City, I had $10 in my pocket that I was gonna spend on comic books anyway, so I was like trying not to spend that. So I go into Atlantic City Comics, which is on South Street in Philly, and they have the one issue that I need of Batman Eternal to continue going. I think it was like issue 17.
Oh yeah.
Because I didn't want to keep reading and just keep skipping issues, and they had. I'm like, yes, and now I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was happy. And now Brave New Worlds is everything else.
It's nice to have two
comic
comic book shops.
Yeah. The thing I want to do in these next couple days, not these next couple days, this next couple weeks since Guardians is ending, or supposedly, I really want to finish the series. Like have all of them. I missed the trial of Jean Grey, that entire storyline, except for that first issue, and the original Sin storyline. And so I only need maybe 7 or 8 more issues, and I have the whole entire series. This Brian Michael Bendis is amazing. All right, you. What else you want to talk about?
I read I read Ultimate End issue 4.
Do you guys want to talk about Ultimate End? I can
Ultimate End
Just spoil 4. For
Ultimate,
you.
yeah. So
I'm
basically,
gonna read it either way.
the big highlights here in issue 4 at least are
Miles Morales does this, and then he does this, and then he takes a shower, and
Miles
then
Morales does nothing.
Let's find that page in what was it, Secret Wars?
Miles Morales is a great
Oh, yeah.
character.
my favorite part of
I
Secret
know
Wars
exactly what it looks like.
when they had to throw in Miles Morales in the first issue. So he appeared
I'm gonna pass it.
for about 3 panels and then disappeared.
I think I'm gonna pass it. I did.
Yeah, you did. It was so.
Bricktard, CJ.
Oh, here it is.
He goes, wait, what?
Huh? What the?
Yeah. And then just disappears. He's on the bottom panel of the very
He went
last
back in
page.
what, issue 3?
I
Yeah.
haven't read
Mhm.
Issue 3, issue 4, something like that.
I mean, I have. Here, I'll just.
Because then it's it's
Oh wait, you're reading issue 3.
it's him with the Amazing Spider-Man from I think it's 610 or something like that. Whatever the
Yeah,
number's called. 610.
I kind of found it funny when it was like, Miles? Peter? And I was like, that's so funny. Because they know each other.
I actually really like Ultimate End though. I've never read any Ultimate comics.
But yeah, the highlight.
I read exclusively Ultimate Comics for years.
Really?
They got really boring. Yeah.
Well,
Continue.
what they do? This one, the highlight was the Iron Men, Marvel Iron Man and Ultimate Iron Man. They stole Doc Green, to work for them, and basically Doc Green is wanted. So you see all these superheroes coming in and attacking to get.
Wait, Doc Green and Ultimate End?
Yeah, Ultimate. Yeah, he came in.
That was only the Ultimate characters. All right.
No, there's
No,
it mixes with Marvel characters too. There's some, like I said, Marvel Tony Stark is in there.
Mm.
Marvel Punisher's in there.
I hope Doc
it.
Green dies.
Well, he's in there right now, and
the scene I think there's in issue 3. That's what I'm looking right now.
Yeah.
Between the 2 Punishers is really cool. Yeah.
yeah,
Did I ever tell you guys why I don't read Ultimate Comics anymore?
you've probably said it, but we've tried blocked it out.
Ultimatum.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah. We'll talk about Ultimatum another day.
But yeah, all these superheroes are going in to get the Tony Starks to give him back Dr. Green, and basically there's this giant fight between all of the machines. The Punisher fights Captain Marvel when Cloak and Dagger come out and stop it.
Is that issue 4?
This is issue 4.
So overall.
And then, hold on, the last part's the big part, because that's when it really starts to pick up. That's when Doctor Doom, that's when the Marvels and the Ultimates are really starting to go at it.
Yeah.
And Doctor Doom says, we're not going to have the Thors go in and stop them. We are just going to let them fight it out. And this is when I don't think this is the only time I've really not liked what they did with Miles Morales. Actually, no, that's not true. I didn't like the first storyline they did with Miles Morales. But this is when he said, Dr. Doom said, then my will be done. always. And then Sue Storm's daughter says, but what if there is something in all the chaos, something we don't see coming, something that changes everything? And then they show a picture of Miles Morales, essentially hinting that Miles Morales is going to be the big game changer in this whole war.
What is he, 13 now?
I don't know. They actually did develop him physically and mentally. So probably like 16.
I just drank a giant vial of like grease.
That's disgusting.
Out of this Chinese box.
That's.
The thing
I'm
about
very glad I was paying attention to Chris and not you.
yeah, but like if you're an Ultimates fan, you should be into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even just like the regular Marvel Universe fan. So I've never read any Ultimate books, and I actually didn't like. I've read some of the Miles Morales stuff, and I didn't like it.
Mhm.
And I like this a lot.
But
It might be the lack of Miles Morales so far.
But see,
Yeah, the
but,
Ultimate Universe was really, really good until they made Ultimatum. If you are an Ultimates fan and you still want to be an Ultimates fan, don't read Ultimatum.
What is it? What exactly is it? Because I've never read it.
So it's pretty much let's kill off as many Ultimate characters as we can, replace them with new ones, but the ones that you kill off, we're going to kill them off in a bloody, gory mess. And it was just, it wasn't like, oh, that's pretty cool. It was like, it was disturbing how graphic it was. And it really turned me off to Ultimate. So, yeah, that's why I don't like the Ultimate Universe anymore.
No, it's kind of cool seeing the Marvel Universe, and I mean, yeah, that's what they call it, the Marvel Universe and the Ultimate Universe, going toe-to-toe like that.
Yeah, yeah.
On this battle world. I like that.
So, before we talk about Secret Wars, can I go through my stuff?
Yes.
A little bit? Alright, so, I went to the comic book store, picked up a lot of things. One thing I want to touch on.
The train!
We took the train. I picked up Volume 1 of Gotham Academy, which is really, really nice. I love these volumes that DC makes, just because they're cheaper than Marvel's, and they come packed with a lot of stuff. This is how you should be reading Batman Eternal.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, I kind of like collect, like I said, I like to try to collect single issues if I can.
Oh, wait. Hold on. We have to stop for just Alright, we're back. So, as I was saying, graphic novel. The graphic novels are, in my opinion, nicer. And, yeah, I'm really excited to have it.
How much was that graphic novel?
$15.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was not expensive at all. Secret Wars we're going to leave for last. I picked up issue 7 of Gotham Academy. Big thing I want to talk about, though, is Lando. I don't think you guys know this, but my favorite character in the Star Wars universe of all time is Lando Calrissian.
Not Jar Jar Binks.
Shut up.
I don't think you have told me that before.
Lando...
It was really cool. I saw that in Brave New Worlds a couple weeks ago. I was like, Wes is probably going to buy that.
Yeah, I love Lando. Lando, he's such a cool character just because he's the Han... thank you. Yeah. He's the Han Solo of... Like, he's a more laid-back Han Solo. And what advertisement are you looking at?
The action figures.
The 12-inch. But, like, he's such a laid-back, like, bounty hunter.
It's 6 inches.
Oh, 6-inch. Is it the...
With incredible
the
detail and articulation.
Both of them together would make 12 inches, right?
Yeah, it's the Wampa one. But
No,
anyway.
because Wampa's bigger than Luke Skywalker.
Lando Calrissian. In this one, he has like some Jabba the Hutt figure that he needs to pay back. And the very first panel, you see him talking to this girl that he just like screwed, and she was like, "Oh, that treasure is so beautiful," and he's like, "It's not what I'm looking at," and it's like he's all sly and stuff, and I don't know. I love Lando Calrissian. I think he's the coolest. He's the coolest guy ever, and like. Even though he like flipped out like once in this comic, Because he was like, I'm going to pay off 10% of your bounty because you stole this. And then he was like, oh no. And then walks out of the door and was talking. And then he was like, oh, we're going to pay, he's going to pay off 10% of our bounty. Plus we have to do this. All right, let's go. And it was like, what? Like, Lando Calrissian, stop. And like he forms this weird team of some gay robots, literally gay robots, who are really good martial artists or something. And then he just recruits people, and I mean, it's a cool comic. I haven't read issue 2, bought issue 2. I'll probably talk about it another day, and then I'll pick up issue 3, and I'll be all caught up. This is so much better than the Star Wars comic that they released.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like.
Oh, what was it? I've read issue 1 and 2 with you, and issue 1 and 2 of Star Wars wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. I really like this. The things that they can do with Lando Calrissian, they can't do with all the other ones. Just because they have a Darth Vader solo comic, a Princess Leia solo comic, and just Star Wars solo comic. And not a Star Wars solo comic, but just like a Star Wars comic.
Yeah.
And they have this Lando comic. Like, you can't really do anything with Princess Leia because like she's already cemented in like a lot. I mean, she's in all 3 movies. You can't really do anything with Darth Vader because he's in the entire 2 trilogies.
Right, so
You can do
his
stuff.
life has already been kind of detailed for you.
Yeah,
In the movies.
and since this is now the new extended universe, you
What
can
is
do
the Darth
anything.
Vader? Is it like somewhere in between episode like 3 and 4?
Wait, what?
Is like what is the Darth Vader solo comic? Like when does it take place? Is it like in between like Revenge of the Sith and A
Probably?
New Hope?
Yeah.
That's what I was assuming. It's like, the only thing that would make sense.
Yeah, probably. I haven't read it. I couldn't tell you. But the Lando comic, it's really, really fun, and I'm so excited to read it. I can't believe they're making a Lando Calrissian comic.
What issue are they on now?
3.
Nice.
Yeah, so it could be something easy to just pick up. All right, you want to talk about Secret Wars?
Yeah.
All right, they're up to issue 5 right now, as we speak. Issue 6 is coming out Wednesday when we're recording this. Might have already come out already. What do you want to get into first? You want to
Let's start from issue 0.
issue
Which
0?
I've read, but I don't have.
Little pre.
I have.
Really?
Oh,
you did read issue 0.
I read it from you.
yeah.
I said I didn't. I just said I didn't have it. Yay.
So I think we should start from issue 1.
I was just gonna say
My
issue
opinion.
0 because it's like a really. Actually, I don't even have issue 0 with me.
I
do.
do. Nothing like major happens. It's just setup.
Yeah, it's just saying it's gonna happen.
It's like something's gonna happen, and then war breaks out. Fun note about Secret Wars issue 0. Did you guys read Avengers on Titan?
No.
At the very end of the comic, they have like a 5 or 6 page mini thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
About-
saw that.
Yeah,
I didn't read that.
I thought it was so funny and so cool.
I thought it was pretty cool. Is that an actual like comic, or is that just a little thing they threw in there?
No, it's an actual comic. Like it's like a mini thing that what's it called made? What's his name? Nobuhiro Saki? Yeah. And I think he wrote that, like he did all of this, and it's so stinking cool. But yeah, everyone goes to war in issue 0. All right, issue 1.
Basically.
What you like? What you didn't like?
I liked
What did I
seeing the end. I liked
The
seeing the world.
Oh, yeah, that part.
Getting
the
destroyed.
First half, honestly, was a little boring to me.
Really?
Uh,
I love that. Seeing them like just see the world being destroyed before their very eyes. And who else saw
never mind.
Who
Wait, I'm
remembers
thinking
the
of something different.
little
I
party?
think I was thinking of like. Never mind. This is actually really cool. I don't know what I was.
Who
thinking
remembers
of.
the
I
little
don't know.
party that Wilson Fisk threw for the end of the world
Oh, I remember that.
in issue 1?
That was really cool.
Wait, what did you say?
Wilson
So
Fisk throws a party for the end of the
yeah,
world.
so he wrote.
Oh,
this
yeah,
email.
yeah.
He wrote this email to like the lizard at coldblooded.com, hit the target at hit.com. Like all of you, I dreamed of a glorious end, me standing over the vanquished as the world looked up in envy. It seems time that fickle mistress has robbed us of such an opportunity. So I say this, If the world is truly ending, let it end thusly, with a drink and joy the sight of enemies, greatest failure. Please join me for a most raucous celebration at the place where we met that time for the thing. I'm buying Wilson Fisk. And it's so cool. The Punisher's there, actually.
Yeah, I like what he said because he kills everyone in the room.
Let me see.
Yeah, he goes, it's a party, and I have all these shells, and that's like an innuendo of he killed everyone in that room. no more everyone in that room.
Exactly what am I going to do with all these bullets, yeah.
Yeah, so that was something. Here's my problem. The original Secret Wars, the reason why it worked was because there was only one universe. And there wasn't
I
usually...
still need to read that, by the way. I think I'm going to take it from the library when we go back to school.
Okay, yeah, I have it upstairs from the library. It feels like when you saw Secret Wars, everyone was in there.
Right.
And like now you have the ultimate stuff, and it's like it's cool for everyone to cross. But
honestly, it felt the issue 1. The only thing I didn't like about it, really, was it felt convoluted.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Really convoluted. Like I had to go back a couple pages of like, all right, who's this? What's going on? And I had to reread a bunch of stuff just to make sure, because that's the only thing. And then once the worlds get like destroyed, then it's like, I mean, issue 2, honestly, I think, not issue 1. Issue 1 is cool. I was thinking issue 2. The first half of issue 2 is a little boring to me because I don't really like the Thors.
Oh, I hate the Thors.
But at least
it could be substituted for something
feels
else.
less convoluted than this does. And
Yeah.
even though the action in it is really cool, it's just hard to keep track of everything that's going on.
The coolest parts, though, of issue 1 was the ending when Sue Storm leaves, when Sue Storm and the kids
And
get
she
sucked
dies.
away, and
She dies.
It does.
you said it a little too happy.
Oh yeah, no, she dies.
She's dead.
Yeah.
Oh no, she died. She dies.
So the planet explodes, and it says Marvel Universe 1961 to 2015, the Ultimate Universe 2000 to 2015. I like that.
Oh yeah, it's like a grave.
Yeah.
So
what do you think they're gonna call the new universe, though?
the Marvel Universe.
You think they're just gonna call it that again?
The new Marvel
That's
Universe.
what I was going to say. That'll probably be it. It won't be anything super cool.
The Guardians. I really liked the whole how they made a quick appearance.
Oh yeah.
The thing that I hate about this is there's so many reoccurring characters that I've pushed out of my memory that I have to deal with again. I read the Incredible Hulk comic and it was going someplace really, really good, and then Doc Green shows up.
But you can't just forget about them. You have to
What
explain
they do
their
with the
deaths and
two
stuff like that.
with the 2 Hulks and Ultimate Ed, actually, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like
But
Doc
you have to
Green.
explain
What they
that.
do with the Hulk? I mean,
Why do I hate Doc Green?
No, you have to the comic. You can't just get rid of the.
No. I'm not
You
gonna.
just have to explain.
No. What I'm saying is, they were so bad that I blocked them out of my memory.
Yeah.
And then rereading this, it's like, oh, they're there, and like, he's there, she's there, and it's like, it makes a bad taste in my mouth, and like, I hope some of them die, like Doc Green.
How long do you think all this is gonna last? This whole time period, as far as
What?
Secret Wars and Battle World
Secret
goes?
Wars? It's a summer event.
So you think it's gonna just pick back up again in October?
So what happens is,
How
do
do you think
remember-
they're gonna introduce this whole new universe though?
That's what they did with what's it called?
But like
So
DC.
much stuff going on with Battle World. I can't keep track of.
but like
Yeah, no one can.
They're doing,
Like, they're not gonna stay on
Logan
Battle World,
and
though, are they?
Inhumans.
No.
they can't stay on Battle World. So it has
I
to
was
be a
considering
brand new
starting
planet.
Inhumans, and that's too much.
It
to
is.
keep track of. Because
Um,
Inhumans, they just started, so I was like, this could be something. But I want to start something DC because I'm not reading anything DC, and I want to be able to talk about DC and Marvel on this. Because right now it's Marvel, Secret Wars. What is Convergence, by the way?
Conversions?
Whatever the DC thing is called. Convergence. Yeah.
It's the summer event that DC's having, and it's blending the New 52 with everything before it, and they're all like mending into the universe.
Right.
And so you're gonna have this one giant universe, and my guess it's gonna be the New 52 and the pre 52. But Secret Wars, I kind of liked issue 1. Issue 2, I really liked the cameo with Moon Knight. That was the only memorable thing about it. And it just overall really, really bored.
Yeah, I forgot about that cameo.
But the
it
part where they send him into the what they call the Deadlands.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
That's
Comes
pretty cool.
there.
I feel like I get why they're using the Thors, like but I felt like the Thors could have been substituted with something else, like just like minions that Doctor Doom made.
Or just some better character.
Well, no, because it has to be an army, so there's not a lot of.
I know, but
army
they could have made
figures.
it some better army figure, you know?
Like who? That's what I mean. Like the only thing I can think of is
Mutants.
Mutants would have been cool.
Mutants would have been
Because
so
they're not
cool.
all the same thing.
That's true. Yeah.
They're all just like guys with hammers right now.
Yeah. Third issue, that's the one that I got up to.
I'm up to like page 4.
I'm up to issue.
I'm up
I'm
to
up to issue 5.
Great. Good for you.
caught up somewhere.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing. I've been too busy with Gotham Academy.
I don't know why, dude. Where are you, teenage girl?
Dude, Gotham Academy.
No, I like Gotham Academy.
I've read issues 1 and 2, and it is really good storytelling.
It's alright.
I want to read the rest.
Yeah,
I wanna
it's,
read
I'll probably borrow it
where
off
you
you.
are.
it's really good storytelling. But
It's cool. It's different.
Oh.
It's, the artwork I like too. It's like different.
I completely forgot about
Oh,
this.
yeah.
CJ. What another thing that me and CJ read?
And hold on. Can I just?
wait, can we just talk about?
Let's just.
Hold on, wait. We got something really good. I forgot to say.
Oh look,
Read-
the artwork doesn't all go to shit in this.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't.
It's consistent.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
Spider-Man, renew your vows.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold on. Can we just finish Secret Wars and then we can talk about that?
All right.
Have
yeah.
you read any of it?
No, but I
You
want
have to read it. It's the
Um,
best Spider-Man storyline in a while.
I just want to bring something to our attention. Herb Thimple just died recently. He was a comic book artist over at Marvel. So I don't know. I just wanted to mention that because it blinded me a couple. I think it was like a month ago that he died. And he wrote a lot of things. I think he helped on Secret Wars,
Did
the
he?
original Secret Wars. So yeah, he just passed away. So yeah, our condolences. But Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, just
Oh my god.
she is all over the podcast.
It's fantastic. I think you'll love it. It's basically it starts off in Peter Parker's married with.
It doesn't
a
sound
kid.
cool.
No, it doesn't.
But it is.
But it is fantastic. You see this new side of Peter Parker. He's married with a kid, and this guy, what's his name? Regent. And he kills off every single
Basically,
superhero, all the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
So now everyone's under the control of Regent, and he's
So
like this
you
all-powerful
know
guy.
how like Rogue in X-Men can, like when she touches other
Oh, yeah.
mutants, she can take their powers.
Yeah.
It's like that, but times 10. He can basically kill whatever mutant he wants
and absorb all of them.
absorb all the powers, and he can have all these powers all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
It's pretty cool.
So then the big part, I'm up to issue 3. I'm looking to get issue 4 this week. It's awesome. You see,
Okay.
Peter Parker basically has to he kills Venom in the first.
Oh, and he has to stop being Spider-Man so Regent doesn't find him
Well, yeah,
and kill him and his family because his daughter also has his powers.
yeah.
Okay.
So basically, and Regent is keeping
Which is
tabs
a cool,
on every
the
single
scene in the
possible
school-
person.
The scene in the school.
Yeah,
that's
we'll
a
get
really
to
cool
that.
Scene.
He's basically keeping tabs on every single person that has superpowers, or that could potentially have it. So eventually, there's these people that attack Peter Parker's daughter's school, and these kids with superpowers come out, and Peter's scared to death. It's his daughter. So you see him run across town, pull up his hoodie and tighten it up, do that stuff. He's trying to make himself a quick homemade disguise so he can go protect his daughter. So eventually, you basically see Peter Parker doing everything he possibly can, coming out of the dark after all these years to save his daughter.
You find out there are a lot of other superheroes who have retired, and all
Mhm.
their kids are going to the same school.
Yeah. Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger.
All right. Don't spoil it anymore because I'm gonna read this.
We'll
now.
leave it. We'll leave it at this. And at episode 3, that's when the big thing comes. That's when you see Peter Parker lose everything.
Is that issue 3?
Issue 3.
I need to finish
His
reading it.
daughter dies.
No. She
Okay,
gets
all
captured,
right.
and it's basically an issue for him, and he has to up to his daughter to prove how she could be a hero.
Venom's in the first issue.
Venom is in the first issue, yeah.
And he dies.
And Peter Parker has to kill him because he took his daughter. Because Eddie Brock knows who Peter Parker is. They call it one of the most controversial Spider-Man storylines. I wouldn't call it controversial. I would call it a fantastic storyline.
It's just controversial because
He's
Peter
not
Parker's
Spider-Man.
not Spider-Man.
Anymore.
That's really it.
Yeah,
It's
but
just-
actually, you know what? One more thing to mention that they bring back the black suit to keep him more incognito. But yeah, all in all, it's a really good Spider-Man storyline that I think a lot of people will enjoy. It shows a whole new side of Peter Parker that you don't really get to see in the other storylines.
Okay, all right. Well, is that our comics for this week?
I guess so.
I'll report on Volume 1 of Gotham Academy, and we'll talk about Civil War next week.
I'll just read it off of you. So what I think I'm gonna do is I might just honestly wait until the whole volume comes out later in however many months and buy it.
Wait, which one?
Civil War, because I'm just trying to
Okay.
read. I just want to read Ultimate End and Secret Wars right now.
Okay.
Whatever series I'm on.
And Gotham Academy,
Right.
because that series is really, really good.
It's all right.
All right,
I didn't get
so
better.
it's really, really good. All right, so let's talk about our middle segment. So
What is our middle segment?
I know what it is, and I'll tell you guys now. So we have been in comic books for a lot of our lives.
Except me.
What?
Except me, pretty much.
Well, like you've been
Here.
for a bit. Yeah.
It's like being gay. You've always known that it was there. You just never embraced it
Embraced
until later on in life.
I've been
Exactly.
into the movies, I guess, longer than the comics.
Okay. Well,
That's how a lot of people
we
start
can
off.
we can broaden it out a little bit.
That's how a lot of people start off. They're like into the movies, and you get into the comics.
It's actually nice that they have the movies now to get more people into the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, the two I got into with was what Wes recommended me: Civil War and Watchmen.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna if I don't end up going to the comic book shop this week, I'm just gonna read more of Watchmen.
Okay.
And then we can just talk about that.
Yeah, I was thinking of going to the comic book store, like, sometimes.
Saturday when Chris gets back.
Yeah. Okay.
My
Yeah, Chris is
first-
going on vacation.
Yeah, I'm pretty fancy. Making so much money off this Nerdcotic shit. You know.
Yeah, totally.
No, the first comic I ever got was like I don't know. They send in the mail, I guess, weekly. It was like reboots of like the 1960s Spider-Man,
I remember that, yeah.
and they just sent in the mail for me. They're like, reboots of them, and I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. And I still have them to this day. I have a lot of it, and they're really destroyed now. But this is just, I look at them sometimes.
Alright, so this is what I was going to propose. We've been into it for a lot of years now. And comic book stores have come and gone.
Oh, you did tell me about this.
Yeah, and some comic book stores are still here today. So, my thing I wanted to talk about is what are our favorite comic book stores, our most obscure comic book stores, and the worst comic book store you've ever been into.
Never been in a bad comic book store to start off with.
I have.
I've been in two pretty good ones, and I think hopefully I go to New York with you guys since I'm a music theory now,
Okay.
and we get to go to the biggest one in. Is it the country or the world?
I think it's the world?
Nice.
Yeah, we can talk about that comic book store in a little bit. You want to
You
start
guys
off?
have been in it.
Yes.
But I know you blew like $60 on comics there.
I blew so much cash in there.
I blew
Well, 'cause
like 50.
I saw Chris making his list of comics. that he
James
needed to buy
owed me
in New York.
money, and I got like
Batman
$50.
Batman Eternal, Batman Eternal, Batman
Batman
Yeah,
Eternal,
yeah.
up to this one, Mace Bear up to this one.
What you need to do there is you need to just buy. Like, all of your back issues that
Yeah.
you don't have are there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember finding Guardians 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and like it just the list went on.
Mhm.
Let's talk about Newtown. Newtown Comics. It's Newtown, right?
Midtown?
Is it like-
Midtown Comics. Midtown Comics. Great.
Great.
Yep.
It is absolutely fantastic.
It's two stories.
It's 3 stories. Because
Oh,
the
yeah.
first level is on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
second story.
Yeah.
So it's 3
So
levels.
what's the first story?
It's stairs.
Oh, okay.
Because I think there's isn't the McDonald's under it? Or?
Mm-mm.
So it's actually
Something's under it.
It's 2 stories of comic book stuff though.
Yeah, but it's a
total
3-story
it's-
building.
It's at least a 3-story building. There's more to it, but the comic shop takes up 2 stories.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. You walk in and they'll have a lot of
Oh,
books.
before you even walk in, the entire building is painted with superheroes and like this entire thing. It's a huge building with a bunch of superheroes on it. It's the coolest thing ever. Here, I'll pull up a picture. You keep talking.
Yeah. So basically, you walk in, and the first floor essentially is the main desk, and a lot of books and graphic novels, with the newest issues on the side of it, and it's only the first floor. They might have like, actually no, I think in the back corner right before you go up the stairs, there's a few back issues.
Yeah. So like they couldn't fit all their back issues upstairs.
Yeah.
So they had to put another section on the bottom level. There is a wall dedicated to new releases every year.
Oh yeah,
Then there's a glass case, which has all of the Midtown exclusive variant covers. So like when Hulk vs. Thanos came out, they got an exclusive cover that you could only buy at Midtown Comics. And then you went upstairs, and you saw the rare comic books, and all the well-known
back
comic books.
issues.
And back issues.
And a whole glass full of action figures, collectibles, that type of stuff.
Yeah, and you got action figures everywhere.
Up and down the wall. And I liked it because you go up the stairs and you turn the corner, and on the stair corner you got this giant, maybe a little bigger than life-size, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I'm trying to find a picture.
But yeah, you go upstairs and back issue after back issue after back issue, walls of action figures, collectibles, a glass case full of collectibles.
Yeah. Oh, it's so stinking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a picture of the outside.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really
and you
cool.
walk in and you think it's just a nice little
That's
small
so
comic
big,
shop,
it's
and you
huge.
walk in it.
Oh yeah,
Is
it's
that
absolutely
whole
Oh
thing
yeah,
a
it's
store?
huge.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And so you walk upstairs. It's the best comic book store I've ever been into.
And the people are cool there too. I got a lot of help there.
Mm-hmm. They sell Dungeons and Dragons stuff. They sell. They have a whole wall dedicated to manga. They have an entire. So it's like their new releases, a bit of their back issues, whole wall dedicated to manga, and then in the middle they have all of their graphic novels. So like you would buy like Gotham Academy Volume 1, stuff like that in the middle. And then you would waltz up upstairs. You would have all the back issues. You'd have all the rare issues, which I'm so mad I shouldn't have passed up. I saw Death of Superman for $15 at.
Oh, you didn't get that in the end?
Worlds. No, I didn't. No. But yeah, it's a super cool comic book store. Yeah.
Right in the heart of New York City.
Quick
too.
question: where did you get that? The Killing Joke.
I got that at a flea market.
Okay.
For
what
$2.
flea market?
Cinnamon Flea Market.
Okay, because Ryan Young bought some comics from Ocean City the other day, some like old ones.
Yeah.
And he was telling me about there. I kind of want to go there now.
Oh, you do?
Because I kind of, if you ever go, just let me know because I've heard they have some cool stuff there.
Okay,
Some
cool.
cool comics.
Yeah. I got this for $2 at a flea market. I actually had the Killing Joke right
And
next
it's
to me.
worth more than 50.
It's worth more than 50. It's probably worth like 80 to 100 because this is the first printing.
The second printing is worth what?
50.
50.
Yeah. It's such a cool comic. But anyway, comic book store we usually go to every week. Brave New World's over in Philadelphia.
Second.
Yeah, on 2nd Street.
Yeah.
Second North.
Probably my favorite comic book store. The best comic book store I've ever been to is Midtown. But my favorite comic book store personally is Brave
The
New
workers
World's.
there are just always super cool.
Yeah, and they're super chill with you. Like they're not people who are like, okay, I'm just gonna sell you the comic book and leave. Like they'll talk to you about like what's up with comic books
And if you're like,
And
you're
together-
if you're considering getting a comic and you're not sure, they'll tell you what it's about.
Oh yeah.
What
Yeah.
they think
As a
about it.
whole, they're real. I mean, I know it's their job, but they're all really diverse in it as far as like their personal views go into it. So you can ask anyone. You can ask them in general, and someone will give you an answer along with their personal thoughts of it.
Yeah. Sorry, that's my dog. But yeah, they totally yeah. Sorry, my dog. But they always they always know what to do. They always know what's up. They'll always tell you that because all they do is read behind the desk all day. Like when there's no customers around, they just read. And I saw them. I walked in there on a Tuesday, and it was the new issue of Moon Knight, and the guy was just sitting there with the new issue. I was like, "Doesn't that not come out till tomorrow?" He goes, "Yeah, you want one?" And I was like, "Yeah." It was actually Rob, and he gave it to me. He's a super nice guy, man.
I like the format of it too. You go in the beginning, they have the action figures and collectibles, and some graphic novels all the way up in the front.
They always have one table of like 50% off graphic novels.
Yeah.
What is it too? They also have they have a one wall full of graphic novels, and it's all the workers' personal.
Yeah.
You know that one wall?
It's all independent.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't know
all no, not the independent part. The personal favorites of the workers.
Personal favorites.
Also, right where the checkout counter is, they have a whole little
Thing of Future's End.
Oh yeah, they have every Future's End. I really like when they right next to the Future's Ends, they have a whole wall dedicated to independent works.
They do,
yeah. And then they have a huge tabletop community. They have their old comic books are in the back. They have black boxes where you would sift through them, and it's $1 per comic.
Really, I've never seen those.
Oh yeah, they're big. But yeah, if you're going to Philly, there's one you have to go to Brave New Worlds. It's a comic book store that, like, it might not be the biggest comic book store around.
No, it is very tight.
Yeah, like
small, but
especially on like Free Comic Book Day.
Oh.
And I get disabilities, but we got this one guy in a wheelchair taking up a whole aisle.
Yeah, I hated Free Comic Book Day. But yeah, if you really wanna talk about like real like genuine customer service, you need to go to Brave New Worlds.
Brave New Worlds is the best customer service. Although, as far as the only thing that I've been to, besides Midtown, that's come close is Atlantic City Comics, which we were talking about earlier. It is bigger.
It's bigger. It
a
has
lot of different.
Better. It's
a lot more varieties.
It's not exactly. I mean, maybe there's a little bit bigger selection of comics, but it's a different selection of comics.
Yeah.
So basically, you can go to Brave New Worlds, and if there's something you're looking for that you don't find, you can check Atlantic City Comics, and they'll probably have it.
And vice versa.
But like, there's also what the one thing, because Brave New Worlds is so small that they don't have is a little section where you can sit down and read.
Oh yeah.
You can also get something to.
There's some arcade
games
there.
You can also buy something to drink, or I think they have a little cooler where you can get stuff to eat and drink.
Oh, cool.
Out of there, sit down and read.
What? Okay.
There's arcade games. There's action figures. It's still tight knit, but it's
they have a
very
bigger selection of
close.
graphic novels too.
But there's more room for you to sit
huge.
down and stuff. But the hospitality there is not as nice as Brave New Worlds.
Like
Brave
the
New
people
Worlds
there
is
are
much better
kind of
hospitality.
cool, but Brave New Worlds is a lot better.
Yeah.
Just employees.
Can I talk about two bad comic book
Please.
stores?
Is one East Ontario Street?
Yep.
Where's
East
that?
Ontario Street. It's on East Ontario Street in Philadelphia. It is. I don't know how they're still up.
They're okay. I walked in there
because we go in there on a Thursday and all their comics are sold out, which means one, everyone's going there. So popular, everyone's getting their stuff from there, or they don't get enough of something.
And the thing is,
and it's so sloppy.
No, it's so unorganized. You walk in there and you feel like you're walking into a sweatshop / flea market.
Flea market, not sweatshop.
And it's so stinking hot in there, and you don't want to look in there just because it's so stinking dirty.
Yeah.
It feels like it's so cluttered. They have a back room, like their front room, and it's huge.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 rooms.
They're
I will give them this. They have the most back issues.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like
Recent
vintage.
back issues.
No. Vintage back
Oh,
issues.
vintage back issues. Yeah.
It's like there's 3 giant fucking rows worth.
I saw.
And the other thing is, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
The coolest thing, the one thing that they had that no other comic store had, Samuel L. Jackson filmed the fucking movie.
Yeah. No. We were at the checkout and we were paying for our stuff, and he goes, "Hey, Samuel L. Jackson filmed a movie here."
See, that's why everybody goes there.
Thanks,
I said
man.
yeah. I said yeah because I saw it on there when I first looked them up. Because I told you about it, I found this and I found out.
What movie was it?
I don't know. He's in a wheelchair.
But it was like, so what happened was, like, there's giant back issues that you just flip through, and it's so cluttered that their new releases are in 3 different spots.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of new
They
releases.
have one right here, they have one right here, and then one all the way back over there.
It's strictly Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
There's no Dark Horse.
No, I see Dark Horse. Dark Horse is there.
It must not be put out well because I didn't find any.
But like you have to constantly flip through stuff. A lot of the stuff is in boxes that haven't been sorted because no one sorts them. And then they have this giant back room of recent back issues that they don't sort at all.
No.
And you just have to flip through.
Yeah.
And it was so cluttered, and I just wanted to get out of there.
But like,
and when you have Chris's dad in there saying, "Hey, you only got 15 minutes in here. Hurry it up."
Makes it harder.
It's so hard.
But like, I'll give them the fact that one, they had Samuel L. Jackson, but
so why did you guys go there? Was Brave New World's not open or something? Or
no, we just went there a few times.
We didn't actually know about Brave New World. Did we know?
We
No, I knew about Brave New Worlds. Then Chris took me to East Ontario Street, and then I took him to Brave New Worlds.
We probably went there 3 or 4 times.
What? East Ontario? Yeah.
But like, they'll give them the idea. They have a lot of vintage back issues.
Yeah.
A lot of vintage stuff. I'll give them that much. I guess
I saw them have
was very diverse too.
5 issues of the Incredible Hulk issue 181, and they were all priced at $3,000. Dead serious. Like that comic should be worth just $1,000.
If you have something for $3,000, I feel like you should. Were you able to find it easily, or is it something you were flipping through and you're like, "Oh, this is $3,000"?
They had it like tucked away in the back corner. They had 5.
If you had something for $3,000,
you'd show it off.
You'd show it off.
And you have 5 of them too.
Yeah.
But I found another one.
Could be making $15,000, but.
When I first really started getting into comic books.
Yeah.
Like again, because there was a time where I stopped reading comic books, and I think it was after Ultimatum, and then I got back in. And I was trying to find another comic book store. I didn't know what Brave New Worlds was at the time, so I went to this comic book store in Philadelphia.
This is the other bad one?
Yeah. It was something like on like 40th Street, 42nd Street. You walk in there, and this room that we're in right now, that we're podcasting in, is pretty small. This was the exact size of the comic book store. Yeah, like, it was bad. They had a huge front desk right here, and you just had to go up to the front desk and say, "Hey, do you have this comic?" And they would go, "No." You go, "Well, do you have this comic?" "No."
Dude, this is really small.
What? Yeah.
I'm like imagining myself walking in from a side of it.
Yeah.
It's really small.
So.
You said they have a huge front desk?
They have a huge front desk.
They have a huge front desk. You have a tiny ass store.
Yeah, and like all their back issues, like it was tucked away in maybe like a fourth of this room, and like it was just all in boxes, and I was like, well, like can I get some new issues? He goes, "Oh no, you have to call in and pre-order them before we get them in because we don't buy extras." And I was like, what? Like, how are you running this business? Like, this doesn't seem like a store. This just seems like, hey, pre-order this comic book and come and get it. Like, it was bad. luckily, I got, I think, like 5 issues of Guardians of the Galaxy. And that was the very first comic book series I got back into. It was the Brian Michael Bendis. I think it literally just came out. It was the first 5 issues. I saw issue 5, grabbed issue 5.
What issues
grabbed
don't you have? You have all of them?
I don't have all of them. I am missing
At least
a
there's
couple.
not a ton to collect. They only went up to what, 27?
27, yeah. I think I have almost all of the original story arc. I have almost all of the post-original Sin stuff. I have all the Venom stuff. I have all the Spartak
I
stuff.
only have issue 21, I think, and then I read your issue 22 and 23.
Yeah, it's
Pretty much
good.
all I've read, but it is really good.
Yeah. I just hated that comic book store. Like it was so groggy. Here, my dad's in the room actually right now. Do you remember that comic book store that we went to? It was in Philly, and it was this really small one.
The one in West Philly.
Yeah.
The one down on 49th Street or something like that.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Yeah.
And it was
Everything was in boxes.
Yeah, and it was a
Yeah.
huge front desk, and you had to ask like, "Do you
Yeah.
have this one?" And they were like, "No, you have to pre-order it."
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was bad.
Right on, Grill Master. Keep on trucking.
But yeah, that's my story. I'll actually look and see while we're doing something else. How many
I've been
issues
to a
I
lot
have
of
and what I'm
different. There's
missing.
like those little small corner shop ones that were like toys and games and comics and stuff like that.
All right. Well, we gotta hurry this up. So let's get to Around the Net.
Do you have your stuff?
Oh yeah, you do. All right. So, what do you like more? Do you like confused Asians? Subway.
Subway, of course, because West.
Bathrooms, or Red Bull?
Red Bull.
Confused Asians.
Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Okay. So,
You have 4 stories this time?
yeah, I do. So first story.
But yet he couldn't read Civil War.
I found these in like 10 minutes. So, how have you guys ever drank Red Bull?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially when they started putting out like the flavor kinds. Like that.
Oh yeah, the blue ones.
I didn't sleep.
That's like
So,
voices.
how many Red Bulls do you think you could drink a day
Without dying?
God.
without dying?
I'd say once a week.
Once a week,
I don't
Two,
think you
maybe
should.
3.
I think
2 or 3 a day.
if you're doing something that makes you exhausted, 1 a day.
One a day.
One of the regular sized ones.
There's 8.4 ounces.
So maybe 3. That's what I'm going with.
Well, Red Bull says that you should only be drinking about 2 8.4 cans a day.
I guess for an adult, yeah, 2 makes sense.
So this mother,
Right.
she drank 28
Holy.
cans of Red Bull energy drinks a day.
Right. She died, right?
She went blind.
What?
She is jobless. She's 26.
How do you have the money to afford 28 Red Bulls a day if you're jobless?
Exactly.
Red Bulls are expensive.
They're like
That's probably
$4.
That's probably the main reason I don't buy them. Not because they make me so hyper that I want to die.
Because they're fucking
Because,
$5
yeah,
a can.
$5 for a can that I'm gonna finish in a minute.
Yeah, I drink Red Bull and I drink this stuff called Nas, but like I can
The
never.
only thing worse than that I've had, I had
You could
5 Hour
plus you could
Energy.
get Monster for the same price, and it's like twice the size.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
had 5 Hour Energy. I wanted to crawl out of my skin.
Yeah, I drink that at work almost every day.
Oh my.
Yeah, he's doing a tiring job. You did it, and you were doing nothing, so you were hyper probably.
Yeah. So this mother of 3 has gained so much weight that her brain has swollen. She has spent 6,000 euros of her benefits every year on this energy drink. And she collapsed in June and was diagnosed with idiopathic peritoneal hypertension, which that is like you can't stop shaking and you're done. She consumes 3,000 calories from drinking 7 liters daily. And she's blind. Like,
Never heard of a
you want to see a picture of her?
Yeah.
Here. She looks crazy, man.
You know, I actually pictured her a lot fatter, but
Yeah, like, this is, I think this is a quote from her. I've been suffering from migraines and headaches for about 5 years, but I just ignored them and took painkillers.
With Red Bull.
So she's addicted
With
to
Red
Red
Bull.
Bull and painkillers.
Yeah, exactly.
She doesn't have kids, right?
No,
She has 3.
Oh my!
She has 3 kids.
You said this in the beginning. I forgot. Oh my god.
Next topic. What do you want?
Confused
Asians.
Asians.
Confused Asians? Okay. So, you guys like other languages, right? You think they look cool.
They sound cool.
I speak English.
Um,
Jesus spoke English.
Would you buy like a shirt with Japanese lettering on it if it looks
No,
cool?
that's fucking retarded and gay.
Or like Chinese lettering?
I don't know.
That's so faggy.
Would you?
Not if I didn't know what it said.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a logical answer. Well, these people in China, all right? They really
I've
like
seen this before.
they really like English words.
Everywhere, but I've definitely seen this before.
And they don't know what it says. They just think it's cool American stuff. So you have shirts like I am a whore, too drunk to fuck,
I've seen that one.
fuck you pay me, sex for money, and a little kid is a little kid's shirt says the hell with cookies and milk, give me titties and beer. Other classics, it has the arrows pointing to each other and it says she loves cock and he loves cock. Other ones say wake up motherfucker. There's a Mickey Mouse shirt that has that puts up the middle finger and says F you.
Okay, that one should be universally known. Come on.
This one says crap your hands.
People are fucking retarded.
So it's this one mall outlet in China.
I hope those people get AIDS and die.
And the weird thing that I'm thinking is there's actually a law in China about nobility and how your style shouldn't like clash with your nobility. And this clearly clashes with the nobility, so I'm wondering if they want to do something about this.
They're all fucking retarded. I hope they get cancer and die.
Okay, listen, we're on the internet. Can't say that here.
Yeah, I can.
All right, so
sensitive.
Fuck faggot. If
Okay,
if you get
what's
hurt,
the next thing?
if you're hurt by words,
bathroom
fuck you.
or subway?
Subway.
Yeah,
Subway.
an agreement.
All right.
By the way,
Oh, whoops! I just closed it.
when we were in Philly last week, I was in the worst bathroom I've ever been in. It was in a McDonald's.
Why?
Oh,
'Cause I
that
had to
one.
go pee. And Danny really wanted McChicken, so we were in McDonald's.
Wasn't even
It
good.
was absolutely the worst. The bathroom door was so heavy that when you closed it, it went like so heavy. I almost crushed my fingers in it.
Ugh. So, do you guys know
Your luck.
who are the best spokespeople for
Like, what do you mean, like game show hosts or like?
for fast food commercials?
Oh,
Jared.
Sports, athletes.
Jared from Subway.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in jail now because he raped a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, that kind of Subway.
Yeah. Subway,
I thought
like
we were talking
the
about
hoagie.
Subways.
He's gonna
Just
get a
for the pack
foot long
out.
in prison, that's for sure.
Yeah. This guy, all this time, was losing weight by screwing some children.
That's not how he was losing weight.
Yeah, it was. But like,
How do you lose weight by fucking kids?
Well, you burn
oh, they were 13 and 14 years old.
And he has kids and a family.
And 12 children.
Oh.
He has 12 children?
No. Like he allegedly
Oh.
videotaped 12 children. That's
Like child.
Was Boys and
was
girls.
I mean, I know it's technically rape, but
Oh,
was it
boys
rape
and
or was it
girls.
consensual?
rape. I think it was rape.
Like, I know it's technically rape by law, but, like, were the kids, like, resisting it? Or were they like, fuck me, Jared?
I don't... I would think no. Children as young as 6. No.
Okay. The 6 was definitely rape.
How? They're not even open at 6.
I don't know.
Probably
Jared
drugged
from
them.
Subway is pretty
Probably drugged them.
pretty screwed up in the
Fuck
head.
you, Jared from Subway. You're gonna get your ass kicked in prison.
He's an idiot.
The receiver.
Taylor allegedly he used hidden cameras concealed in clock radios positioned so that they would capture the minors changing clothes, showering, bathing, or engaging in other activities. That's weird. That's really stinking weird. All right, you want to hear the last story?
Yeah.
Please move on.
Did I just exit out of it? No, I didn't. Hold on. Keep talking. About Jared from Subway.
It's fucking weird.
Hold on. I got this. I'm trying to look through my search history. Here it is. Okay. Public restrooms. Should have saved this for this one. Public restrooms. What is your worst experiences in public restroom? You got hit by a McDonald's door. You've never been in a public restroom?
No, I just never had a bad experience. Actually, no. The weirdest experience was when I was in Applebee's. But actually, it was recently. I was in Applebee's before the Motley Crue concert, and some guy is sitting there. I had to go in the. I didn't want to stand next to him, so I went inside the. What's it called? Not the urinal.
The stall.
Yeah, the stall. So I went inside the stall, and all I hear is this guy peeing, and he's like, he's like he's passing a kidney stone.
Yeah. That's what people usually do in Applebee's.
Not an Applebee's.
I had someone pee on me before.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I went to a NASCAR race, and they were peeing in a trough, and this guy started peeing on me. It was the most disturbing thing in the world. I'll never pee in a trough again. But
I hope you never go to a NASCAR race again.
San Diego has installed these public bathrooms. How much do you think they cost?
To install or to use?
Install.
$10,000.
Higher.
$20,000.
Higher.
$500,000.
$500,000 to install one of these bathrooms.
You have too much money.
And I know. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like,
San Diego, they control everything.
think of how much... And these bathrooms don't even look cool or anything. Like, look at
You're just
this.
using it to relieve yourself. I don't think it needs to look cool.
Look.
What is so high tech about them?
Nothing.
I don't understand.
And
I don't understand.
it's supposed to
It
fight...
looks like a regular bathroom.
It's supposed to fight against public urination.
But porta potties are fine.
Yeah. I guess, like...
I just find a porta potty every time we go to Philly.
Yeah, this
I'm
is...
not gonna pee in the middle of the city.
Well, I would.
Well,
And
not
plus
in
there's
the middle of the
stores.
street.
No one has peed where I've peed.
Like, there are stores around. Like, you could pee in a department store.
Right.
You don't have to... Like, you can go to a mall and pee in a department store. I've done that multiple times. Like, do you remember when we were playing hide and go seek in Boscov's?
Yeah.
I hid in the bathroom.
I remember the time we played hide and seek at Macy's.
Oh God.
You want to tell that story?
Yeah, I peed in Macy's. I peed in the corner of Macy's.
Not in the
In
bathroom.
the home furnishing section.
On the carpet.
Not in the bathroom, on the carpet. Actually, I found it was loud on the carpet, so I drizzled it down the wall.
Yeah, I know.
CJ was standing guard.
Unfortunately.
Did it smell when you got back in there?
Jesus fucking Christ, it was so bad.
I
I
didn't
didn't have a
smell
choice for playing hide and seek. I couldn't.
You could have just left!
No, he was
They
my
were
guard.
closed, man. They were closing in on us.
Alright.
Never
Yeah.
being well on your team.
We
again.
were counting, weren't we?
Never being on your team.
That's
again.
my around the net. People seem to like that.
Yeah, Jimmy
That's
loves
like
it. I like it. Chris doesn't.
Chris doesn't like it.
Nah, not really.
I love it. I
I love
love
it too.
doing it. Alright, so news?
There's almost nothing, but
It's been such a slow news week.
Captain America: Civil War, X-Men: Apocalypse, and Suicide Squad have all wrapped their that are all going into post-production. So they've all finished pretty much what they're going to shoot. They're probably going to have reshoots, but they're pretty much almost about ready to go into editing, I think, probably in a few weeks.
Okay.
So that's not big news. But then also, Colin Trevorrow, who directed Jurassic World, is directing Episode 9, Star Wars Episode 9.
Okay. Let's. I think we should just talk about the movies that are coming out in the next year because it's really overwhelming of what we're gonna get.
So we're starting off with Deadpool. We're starting with Deadpool.
No, Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Oh, right. I thought we were talking about 2016.
So I think we were all. It was all talk from up to here. We heard all these movies are coming out, but we never thought they were gonna like really, really come into fruition, and we never imagined that they were gonna come into fruition. Like when I heard Star Wars Episode 7 was announced, like I was super duper excited, and I was like cautiously optimistic. But now I'm seeing these trailers. People are getting hype. It has a release date, like, and they stuck to that release date too. Like when Lucasfilms got bought, they said December 18th, 2015, you're getting a new Star Wars movie. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? Like, that date? And, like, you never really...
Lennon's death?
What?
December 18th. Is that John Lennon's death?
I don't know, maybe. And same thing with Batman v Superman.
Batman v Superman, I actually changed. Once when I think it was supposed to be Man of Steel 2, then it became Batman vs Superman. It actually changed a year. Like, it was supposed to be a month ago, I think. Batman vs Superman originally.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but they decided they needed way more time, so now it's March.
Okay.
March or May? I think March.
So, I think we should just take it, like, year round. Like, the year round, I think we should go from this time right now to Suicide Squad.
Right. Actually, to Rogue One. I think Rogue One is coming out next
year.
Yeah. They're doing them yearly now, I think.
Rap! That's ridiculous, man.
That's cool. Well, that Rogue One is...
Rogue One's going to be
2016. Cool. It is. It's the only anthology movie I think I'm actually going to look forward to.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Han Solo.
I want to see Lando Calrissian.
You might get that. That'll be cool. They want to do that. I think they're thinking of... They're also going to do Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, yeah. I remember them saying Boba Fett.
So I think the three they have planned right now is Rogue One, Han Solo,
and Boba Fett. And 9 and 10.
Boba Fett I wouldn't mind seeing.
Or 7 and 10.
I just really don't want to see Han Solo.
I don't want to see Han Solo either. You saw who I wanted to be Han Solo. Mm-hmm. Like, mm-hmm. He is good.
I'll be impressed if they get someone I'll be impressed if they can find someone that can actually kind of maybe keep up with Harrison Ford. I mean,
they found someone who could play Abraham Lincoln, you know?
Yeah, they also made Abraham Lincoln Vampire Killer movie.
No, I mean, like, they found someone who can correctly be Abraham Lincoln.
Right.
So I think we can find someone who...
because Han Solo is Harrison Ford.
That's not what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about that the actor's gonna be bad or anything. Lucasfilm, I think, knows what they're doing now, that they don't actually have George Lucas.
Yeah.
They don't have the guy it's named after. But I think they know what they're doing, and just Disney in general knows what they're doing. And I'm not worried about that whatsoever. I just feel like we're going to see him in episode 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be fine if that was the last we saw of him.
I have a prediction for episode 7, which we could talk about episode 7 right now because it's the
go ahead.
It's the next film coming out. Han, I'll give you a little backstory. Han in The Empire Strikes Back went up to George Lucas and said, "Hey, I want to be killed off."
Harrison Ford.
Yeah, Harrison Ford said, "I want to be killed off."
I think he's going to be killed off in episode 7. Is that what your prediction is?
Let me get to it first because I feel like there's a couple things that can happen.
Right.
So Empire Strikes Back, he was the only one that wasn't signed on for a third movie.
Right.
So they were going to freeze him in they froze him in carbonite, just to, like, kind of kill it off. So if he didn't sign on, they could just leave Han Solo how he is.
Yeah.
So he signed on for a third movie. Harrison Ford said, "All right, I'm going to be in this movie, but I want you to kill me off." And George Lucas, in his famous line, says, "Dead Han Solo doesn't make toys." And so he didn't get killed off.
You know, I just found out.
What?
Harrison Ford met George Lucas because
He was reading for the part.
No.
No. He was.
First time they met, Harrison Ford was working on George Lucas's Windows.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh wow! I remember how he got the Star Wars part, right?
I've heard it before, I think.
They were reading for Leia.
Yeah.
And the guy who was reading for Han dropped out, and Harrison Ford was right down the street. So they brought in Harrison Ford, and they liked him so much that they X'd all the Han Solo auditions and gave him the part.
That's awesome.
But like the whole, I love Han Solo and what he embodies. I think there's so many more characters that you can elaborate on that haven't been elaborated on.
Right.
Lando Calrissian. How did he get to Cloud City? Because the extended universe isn't here anymore. How did he get to Cloud City? How he found everyone that he knows, things like that. I think that would be really cool. These two films have to wow audiences.
Yeah.
Rogue One I think is going to be good too, but we can save that. So Star Wars Episode 7.
Then Deadpool.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Final thoughts about Episode 7?
It's gonna be good.
It's going to be good.
I'm gonna see it.
I'm going to see it like 3 times. Are we all going to the midnight release?
Yeah.
I have my phone's gonna notify me when tickets go on sale for The Force Awakens.
Just buy our 3 and I'll pay it back.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy 3 automatically.
Don't even waste time telling us. Just
buy them. I'm gonna buy 3 automatically, and then my phone is automated to buy the 3 automatically.
The J.
J 13, 14, 15. So it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. Go CJ. Deadpool.
Deadpool is in February, then 2016.
Thoughts?
I think it looks really cool. I think Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact, he's going to be breaking the fourth wall a lot, and they're acknowledging Green Lantern and the Deadpool from X-Men Origins.
Yeah. I'm excited about the movie, but
Ryan Reynolds knows how to do this properly.
Let's hope. Because number one, we have known from from history that popular movies that are completely hyped up, Episode 1, that have not lived up to what the hype was. Mm-hmm. Number one. Now, I believe this movie is going to be fantastic. I am optimistic, but the reason why I'm thinking this way is because look at Fantastic Four.
Right, but Fantastic Four, there have been. The difference is there were so many problems on set that people have heard about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, with Deadpool, that's different. Is literally everybody who's on board loves Deadpool and they want to get it right so badly that I don't think if they make a movie that they don't believe is perfect, they would probably push the release date back honestly to fix it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think it's good. I think it's going to be good, but I'm cautiously optimistic.
I'm also cautiously optimistic. I'm also... Wait, will you be able to get us into that theater?
Yeah.
Sick.
I just have to buy the tickets, and what I did when I wasn't 17 was I would be like, they would get up there and I'll give you some of my college sweatshirts or something like that. So I'll give you my MU sweatshirt and we'll all dress up in MU stuff, Monmouth University,
Yeah.
and we'll all go see Deadpool on a weekend because they're like, oh, they're home from college for the weekend.
Make sure it's not at Lowe's, because Lowe's you have to be 21 for some reason.
Lowe's is
21
yeah.
for rated. What?
One group of people that I know tried to get into straight out of Compton. A group of them. Only one of them was 17. He tried to buy all their tickets, but you have to be 21 to buy a group tickets.
Are you talking about
Another
Joey?
what?
Talking about Joey?
No. Another group of people
Joey was going
tried to buy Sinister 2. The same thing happened.
That's dumb. I'll buy them online for Fandango, and we can just walk in. Deadpool will be fantastic, and yeah, I don't think we'll have a problem. So Civil War comes out after that? Yeah?
I believe Civil War. I know Civil War and Batman v Superman are only like a week apart.
Okay, you want to talk about Batman v Superman first?
Yeah, I believe Civil War comes out first, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Batman v Superman. We talked about Civil War last a lot.
Okay. I'm gonna put it out here right now. I'm not excited.
We know.
I think that Man of Steel disappointed me so much because it was an hour of backstory, and I thought it was going to save Superman for me.
Well, again, Man of Steel was supposed to be another Superman origin story, just done differently.
I guess we had eight seasons of Smallville, so
Smallville. No, I like the show, but you can't base Superman's backstory off Smallville.
I know, but everyone knows Superman's backstory. He's been here since the 30s.
Look, no offense, I liked Smallville. I thought it was a great show. Not great show. It's a good show. That it does not do that's not Superman's backstory.
I know, but still, it's Superman. It's literally like almost 100
what's
years
done is
old.
done.
That is
What's done is done. Now you just need to focus on Batman v Superman. The fact that it won't be an origin story. There's no origin.
I think that the thing that angers me about it is
What origin story can they do in that?
no. The thing that who's the director for that?
Zack Snyder.
Yeah, I don't like Zack Snyder.
Did you watch the Watchmen movie?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you like that or no?
I didn't like some of the liberties that he took.
Yeah,
but it's Watchmen.
Right. I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard mixed opinions on it. I don't know.
It doesn't do the book justice at all.
It's so hard. The book is so
Good
and detailed.
Mm-hmm.
It would be. That's the only reason I'm not sure if I even want to watch it, because the book is so good and so well, it's long too.
Yeah, I think you owe it to yourself after you read the book to watch the movie, just because it's one of the only forward, very straight comic to movie adaptations.
Yeah.
And he took his own liberties and I didn't like it. But the thing about it was he's being such a prick about this movie. At the very beginning, he was he was just tossing around how he wanted to name Martian Manhunter because he didn't like Martian, and how just little things that are getting me that he just wants to change because he wants to change it, and how it was and the other thing that scares me is you have Batman v Superman, yet you have Wonder Woman in it, and Aquaman, and Flash.
They are all apparent. There are people who have read the script for it, a leaked version of the script. Apparently, even Wonder Woman, who seems like she has a big part from the trailer, she's barely in there. Apparently, they're barely in there. They're basically cameos.
Like Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Suicide Squad is its own thing. Basically, a Dawn of Justice leads in. It's supposed to be 2/3 of it is actually them fighting. The last act is them kind of coming together, taking down whatever. A lot of people think Doomsday is going to be in it.
Probably.
So taking down Doomsday, and that's going to lead
And
into
wait,
the Justice
what?
League movie. Because basically,
In Suicide Squad?
no, Batman v Superman.
Batman v Superman.
A lot
I
of people
hope
think,
not.
A lot of people think that
I really hope not.
Batman Dawn of Justice it's gonna kind of it's because it's basically leading into Justice League.
It's the Avengers Initiative movie.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. And the thing is, you're gonna throw so many cameos in there, and it's gonna be like, no, there they are. Like, it's gonna be like, how much can we throw into this movie without calling it the Justice League movie?
I still think it's
Still gonna be good.
Really good.
I'm gonna love the Suicide Squad movie. I am super excited for
Me
Suicide
too.
Squad.
I don't know how they're not gonna make it rated R. Looking from the trailer, but
They have to.
they have to. And I think Deadpool is gonna be what determines that.
Yeah.
If Deadpool does good, which it will.
Uh,
People
yeah.
People are gonna see that movie if they're not 17.
If it's a rated R Marvel movie, and it does well,
DC
Ev-
gonna go for it.
yeah, they're gonna go for the grittier look, and it's gonna open the door for so many new possibilities. And I'm not excited for Batman v Superman. I'm super excited for Suicide Squad, and if there is a chance that Batman v Superman is good, because in all honesty, I'm not the biggest fan of Batman,
Right.
and I'm not a fan of Superman at all.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of all of the superheroes surrounding them. I love the Flash. I love Aquaman. I love Wonder Woman. Like,
So I think you'll probably like to be more excited for the Justice
Justice
League.
League,
then.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I
So am
agree. I get if you don't like him, that's fine. I'm just not sure if I agree with your reasoning. Not like like you said, like Superman has such a generic backstory. Well, yeah, he does, but back in the 30s when he came out, it wasn't. It was something completely new, and you can't change his backstory.
I think that you can flesh out his backstory better and add new elements to the backstory that would make it more interesting. And you need to have some more weaknesses for him.
Yeah.
He is so overpowered. Like, he is God.
No, I mean,
Which is the one
You
the
bring
thing
in
that
those
I do
foreign
kind of
villains-
like about
if you bring those
the
foreign
new-
villains that came from planets like Krypton,
No.
then yeah.
Only thing that kills him.
But
Is
that's the
kryptonite.
idea. That's his thing back in the 30s. You know.
That's it. Like, nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
And that bothers me. Batman, I don't have a problem with. I was just never a huge fan of Batman. I think I like the villains and the side stories better than the actual Batman stories. I liked Batman. What was the storyline? It was the New 52 Batman Death of the Family.
I've not read that yet, but apparently that was pretty good.
It's so much better than Court of Owls. Like, and the Court of Owls.
Then it
was
must be
amazing.
really good because Court of Owls was really good.
Yeah, it gives
Thomas
Joker so much
Wayne
time. Yeah. But yeah, can we talk about Civil War? Do you, any other final thoughts about?
There's not much to say
Batman
about
v
Civil War. We
Superman?
talk about Civil War every single week.
Civil War is awesome.
It's gonna be
Civil
awesome.
War is going to be, I think, centered around Captain America and his team because it's called Captain America Civil War.
Yeah, they should have
Which-
just made a Civil War movie.
Yeah, I mean,
But this gives
at
like
least it will
I think
make
they called
the
it Captain America.
trilogy probably the coolest trilogy in the Marvel universe.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
Now, because
Mhm.
I liked the first one. I love the second one, and I think I'm gonna like
Mhm.
Civil War more.
You know what? I don't think we all like the Thor movies.
I haven't even seen The Dark World, and I
haven't
haven't
seen
even
The Dark
seen
World.
all of the first one.
I
They
saw
just don't interest me.
I saw both of them, and I'm gonna go see Ragnarok.
I
Let's see
think I
Ragnarok,
like
Ragnarok seems
Chris
cool.
Hemsworth.
Yeah.
I like Chris Hemsworth. I think he does a good job portraying Thor.
Thor is such a side character.
Thor's so much better when he's with the rest of the Avengers.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like,
Mhm.
like Natalie Portman.
I
just
could care
there.
less.
Oh, I like what he does with the scientist. I like his encounters with that.
Mhm.
You know, that's
Civil War is going to be fantastic. There's going to be a clone Thor, probably.
they'll have to explain that though.
They do in the comics, so they're going to.
They do it in the side comics.
What? The,
Like you just have
no,
to,
they
you
explain
just
it.
have to make sure you explain it properly.
They explain it in the main comics. Iron Man got DNA.
Oh yeah. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. They explain it in like 3 pages. So I think a lot of things need to be in Civil War to make it really, really good and to make it the adaptation better.
So I think Black Panther is gonna. I'm pretty sure Black Panther is gonna be playing Spider-Man basically in this version, because I don't think they want to give away Spider-Man's identity yet, and I think how Spider-Man's kind of in the Civil War comics. In the Civil War comic, he is basically who Tony Stark and Cap are kind of fighting in between.
Yeah.
They both want him on the side. I think that's who Black Panther's going to be. Because if you ever saw the Phase 3 thing where they announced the whole slate, I don't know, I saw a leaked version of that.
I remember
when,
that,
Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans come out, and then whoever's playing
Black Panther
comes out, and they're like playing tug of war with him.
Yeah.
I think that's basically what it's going to be, which is a cool concept, I think. And I'm interested to see how that plays out.
Yeah. What other superhero movies or whatever?
There's X-Men Apocalypse.
X-Men Apocalypse.
I saw some not leaked pictures. I saw some pictures for that of the set. Looks pretty good.
I heard you have never seen all the X-Men movies.
I have not.
You need to binge watch them, even the bad ones.
I have not.
I'm not watching First Class.
You don't like First Class?
I mean, not First Class. X-Men 3.
You almost scared me.
First Class is amazing.
Oh my god.
X-Men.
So good.
I have not seen all X-Men because
I like X-Men
when I was
3
younger,
more than Origins Wolverine. Honestly, I can.
When
watch
I was
X-Men
younger,
3.
I never got into the
I
X-Men.
can barely watch.
Yeah, I can't watch X-Men 3 and I can't watch X-Men Origins Wolverine. I thought that was a terrible movie.
Well, the worst part is when there's an X-Men movie on TV, it's always Origins Wolverine.
Do you know why? Because they're so easy to get the rights to because it's so bad.
Yeah, and Days of Future Past was the best one.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I think it goes. Like, my top 3 would probably be X-Men 2, then Days of Future Past, then First Class.
Actually, my brother was watching X-Men 2
I've
the other
watched
day.
X-Men Days of Future Past like 6 times, though.
It's so good.
It's been on HBO so much recently, I think I've watched it like almost 10 times.
My brother was watching X-Men 2 the other day. I was watching that with him.
Yeah, it's super good.
I've seen 1, 2, Origins. I haven't seen a lot of them.
Yeah, it's good. And then Suicide Squad?
There's also... What else am I missing? Oh, Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is coming out. I forgot about that. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, apparently at D23 they had there's not... Oh, wait, Doctor Strange is... No, I'm sorry. Doctor Strange is...
Why did we gloss over D23?
Oh, no, yeah, no. Yeah,
D23
No, yeah,
happens.
I'm sorry. Doctor Strange, they start filming this November for it.
Good.
Kevin Feige didn't want to just come with nothing, so he basically took concept art from Doctor Strange and put music to it and made a little trailer out of that, and apparently it was pretty cool.
Okay.
And a lot of people say, you know what, they did just announce the who was going to play the villain for Doctor Strange. I forget his name, though.
Who is the villain in Doctor Strange? Doctor Strange is such a cool character.
Mm-hmm.
I read Doctor Strange, I forget what line it was. I think it was something, I feel like Lanning wrote it, or worked on it. Doctor Strange is super duper fun. Both of you on your phones.
But I'm looking for something. I have no idea.
Yeah, Chris, what are you doing?
I'm looking for the villain too.
Hannibal?
No, I don't think that's it.
Mads Mikkelsen.
I don't.
Are you sure?
That's what it says here.
I think he's wrong.
And wasn't there a Doctor Strange Easter egg in Ant-Man?
Yeah. When he was going into the what do they call it? The subparticle universe place.
Mm-hmm.
That was Doctor Strange's universe, quote unquote, and it hinted at the shadow that I said it last time. The shadow that they were talking about was not Doctor Strange. Actually, it was either Eternity or Infinity. They never clarified which one, but it was supposed to be one of those.
Yeah, well, the actor who's playing it is Mads Mikkelsen, but Hannibal.
Hannibal? Yeah.
Oh wait, no, Hannibal is what he was in.
Oh. I was gonna be like, I don't know that villain.
Yeah, Hannibal is what he's in.
And what is he playing?
There is not the villain is unknown right now, but Mads Mikkelsen is playing him.
Okay. I think Doctor Strange is going to be good. I think it's going to be a fun movie, and it's going to put Doctor Strange in the mainstream. It'd be really cool if we got a rated R Doctor Strange movie. just so it'd be grittier.
More to stuff.
Like I would like a Daredevil kind of Doctor Strange.
It's supposed to have elements of horror. They hired a horror director for it. Who I think.
That could be cool.
Yeah, it is. I think it is going to be cool because it's supposed to be basically.
I like this. I like how Marvel's taking all these different directions.
He's going into these kind of like weird dimensions. There's just weird, creepy imagery. And that sounds really cool.
Yeah, but yeah. So, Doctor Strange is gonna be really good.
It's gonna be good. I liked all the different directions that Marvel's going in.
Let's talk about.
And dark.
Let's talk about Suicide Squad.
Like Suicide Squad.
Even though Jared Leto, I'm still against the tattoos.
Yeah.
I'm into him.
I'm actually not.
I'm against the tattoos.
I don't like the damage.
I'm against
one.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the other tattoos. Damage is retarded.
Yeah. I'm excited for it.
I like it. It's gonna be a different, even though he's copying the Heath Ledger Joker voice.
He's more psychotic.
He's gonna be like this kind of sadistic, kind of Joker, as opposed to Heath Ledger, who's more just like a.
I saw Heath Ledger more as like vocally, more of that like drug, like not rug. That's not the word. Droopy talking. Like he just didn't care in his voice. This Joker seems more out there, like bright.
You know
what I was trying to say was that Heath Ledger was kind of more the Joker he wanted to cause chaos, but this is more like this Joker gets like amusement out of hurting people and seeing them suffer, which I think is a little bit different.
So
that Joker, they actually
it's the Killing Joke Joker.
They did a photo shoot
the first picture
with Jared Leto doing that pose.
Yeah, like you don't have to base your Joker on any other movie Joker before. You can.
But I like how they're going in a different direction.
Yeah, the comics, I think the best Joker and the best Joker interpretation was in Batman the Killing Joke. Like,
and that's what they're going for.
Yeah, like
they're trying to make it the worst, and it's going to be cool because they're trying to make it the most sadistic Joker, and they're trying to make the most brutal Batman.
Yeah.
They can.
Like, if you've ever read The Killing Joke, it's one comic. Like, this is it. It is so good just because, like, it is based around the Joker. A spoiler alert, if you've never read The Killing Joke, which it's like 20 or 30 years old. Joker breaks Batgirl's legs. And paralyzes her, and then starts taking naked photos of her. And Commissioner Gordon goes out and tries to find the Joker, and then the Joker strips down Commissioner Gordon into like nothing, and he's naked, and puts him on an amusement park ride, and starts showing him all of the photos. And, like, he's tied to the chair, and, like, he is torturing him, and then Batman comes and saves the day. And then, essentially, finally puts the Joker to rest. That's the Joker I want. Like, I don't want, like, you want to play some games? I want, I'm gonna kill you.
But there's still his own sense of humor and joke to it.
Yeah. So I hope I
felt like Heath Ledger was just portraying, like, he was just...
I love
he
that
called
joke
himself the Joker, but there was really no joke aspect to it.
I really, really loved Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah, I did too.
He was good.
I want a different Joker, though.
Yeah, my only thing with it is, like, I didn't really see where Heath Ledger was, like, Heath Ledger... I felt like he was just calling himself the Joker and killing people, you know? I don't think he really found any true joke within it. As opposed to this Jared Leto Joker.
This Heath Ledger.
This Jared Leto Joker, who's actually finding the fun and the joke in murdering, killing, hurting people.
Yeah, like the character should be.
And as far as the tattoos go, I have no issue with it.
Except for damage.
Damage is retarded. I don't know why they threw that there. If you need a tattoo to find out that the Joker's damaged, well then kill yourself.
I think every time I think about Suicide Squad, I think of Will Smith saying, "So you mean this is some kind of Suicide Squad.
Someone's gonna say
Will Smith is playing Will Smith.
no, it's not.
Why is
And I'm gonna love it too.
why does Deadshot always in both live action like portrayals of the Suicide Squad, Deadshot is the one who names the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In Arrow,
Yeah.
I guess you'd call us some kind of Suicide Squad.
Yeah. I
love Deadshot in that too. In Arrow.
Yeah, okay, this is the thing. I don't like how they're not crossing the TV universe with the movie universe because I
am.
I'm okay with it.
Because when you look at it, I don't really see the CW, Arrow, and Flash mixing in with
You know
Henry.
what?
I couldn't see Arrow, but I could see Flash.
I could see Flash. I love the guy who plays Flash.
I could definitely.
The
He
Flash
is Barry Allen.
The Flash show. This is how good Flash is. I don't know if you're up to, but Flash might almost beat out like Daredevil.
Yeah.
Like how good a show it is.
Oh yeah.
It's so good.
I like Flash better than Daredevil.
Yeah.
Like, Daredevil was good. Don't get me wrong.
Daredevil was amazing, but Flash is amazing like times 10.
Yeah, and it's so much better than Arrow.
Yeah.
And I think right now, for me, it goes Flash, Daredevil,
Arrow lost
Gotham.
with that last season.
Yeah, Gotham, Walking Dead, Arrow.
Walking Dead last season was really good.
Yeah,
Walking Dead has something where they have an off season and then they have a really good one. Then it seems like
I can't get into it.
I haven't even seen all of one. I started off with season 2. And I just watched episode 1 of season
I'm not really
1.
into it,
But
personally.
season 2 was kind of boring. 3 was really, really good. 4 was like okay, and then
And
5 was so good.
You need to watch Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh, I need to start watching that too.
Yeah, they only released one episode. It is the prequel to what happens in The Walking Dead.
And it's
I
only
can't
gonna be
get
6
into Walking
episodes
Dead
long.
though.
It's good.
I don't want to read the comic. Is the comic good?
The comic is 10 times better,
Yeah.
and like
They have a whole like they combined into a big book like the first 10 volumes of The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
They sell
yeah.
it in Barnes and Noble. It's this
thick. Yeah, I always saw.
Like for me, it's just I like, and it sounds weird, but just I see it. I like a zombie TV show with drama. I don't like a drama TV show with zombies.
But the human aspect is
Yeah,
more
the human-
interesting because
yeah.
it's like even though the zombies are what you should be afraid of, it's more about you never know if this person could snap at any second.
Yeah, that's exactly the draw.
So it's a
of
drama
Walking
with zombies.
Dead. Yeah, pretty
You
Yeah.
can't get into it personally.
Remember? Did
I
anybody
don't
watch
know,
Constantine?
I hope Better Call Saul.
I did not.
was on, have you watched Better Call Saul? Have you watched Breaking
Yeah,
Bad?
I watched Breaking Bad, and I've watched.
Is Better Call Saul? Is the first season good?
It's good. Yeah.
Okay, I need to watch it once it goes on Netflix.
Do you? Did you see Constantine?
Constantine, the show?
Yeah.
No, but it got canceled already, I think.
Yeah, I watched the first 3 episodes and it was bad. I like Constantine. I really like
That's
Constantine.
what a lot of people said. They watched the first couple episodes and then it just got boring.
Yeah, like I really like Constantine as a character. I really like the comic book of Constantine. Just wasn't good. Just like iZombie.
I watched the first season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on Netflix and it was like, Apparently it picks up after season.
Did that get
season
renewed?
2. Yeah, I think they're gonna keep doing it.
Ugh.
I kind of wish Agent Coulson stayed dead.
Apparently,
Kinda
they
wish-
set up something
kinda
for
wish-
Inhumans
Kind of wish
in there.
They're
They're setting up Inhumans.
They are setting up Inhumans.
They're setting up Inhumans.
I kind of wish anybody in the MCU could stay dead.
Yeah.
So far, it looks like the only person who did was Quicksilver, who I didn't even care about.
Yeah, I didn't really because he was there for like
Agent
an hour and a
Coulson,
half.
Agent Coulson dying was probably one of like the best dramatic moment of Avengers, and now I just don't care anymore because I know he's alive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I hope Chris Evans gets killed off.
Yeah, I
He
would
will.
see that.
He
will.
wants to be.
Yeah.
I don't know if he wants to be or he's willing to kill off his character for the better of the movie.
Yeah, he said if you need to kill me off, kill me off. Chris Evans does his own stuff, and his own stuff is amazing.
Yeah.
I've been telling people to watch Snowpiercer. It's a great
Yeah,
movie.
that's amazing.
You've seen it? That's
Yeah.
such a good movie.
So final thoughts, Suicide Squad.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, and that brings us out to about a year. All those movies are coming out in a year's time.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a good movie,
And then Rogue One.
and then Rogue One.
Rogue One we don't know much about. But
Yeah, you wanna? Did you see the cast picture?
I think I did.
Yeah, it looks cool. The girl from Theory of Everything. Yeah. Don't really know a lot about. We're waiting for Star Wars Episode 7. But, like, in the next 3 to 4 months, we're going to have a constant stream of movies. Like,
then I'm also going to have to start. I'm going to be catching up on my TV. I already got to catch up on Fear the Fucking Dead.
yeah, you have to
Can't wait
watch.
for,
Did you watch the rest of Flash?
Oh, I finished it. I was always following it.
Yeah,
and
me
that
too.
and Arrow.
Yeah.
Arrow was a bad season. I really hope they come back with something good.
I
Because the
hate Arrow.
second season of Arrow was so good. I
Oh,
loved
yeah,
it.
it was.
With Deathstroke?
With Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was
Yeah.
one of my.
I
I was like,
I liked it.
I like Deathstroke. I like
Ra's
Slade
al
Wilson, the
Ghul-
guy who played him too.
Ra's al Ghul could have been so cool, but I think
You need to watch Gotham. You guys need to watch Gotham.
I know.
I guess
There was
I
a- there
tried
was a-
to pick it up.
there was a
really
period
was
when I
not
just
into it
went
the first 4 episodes I watched.
It picks up so well.
There was a period when I just wasn't watching TV, and I regret it now because now I gotta catch up on Arrow. I'm catching up on Flash, and I gotta catch up on Gotham.
Yeah. I
Just
Gotham.
read like the wiki page on Arrow if you want to watch season 4. It's not
Yeah.
worth it. There's like one cool episode, which I think the mid-season finale.
The
like
one thing-
the last half of the mid-season finale, where he fights Ra's al Ghul, and Ra's al Ghul stabs him in the heart. That might be the only like decent episode.
The one thing I question.
And there's the scene with Black Canary, Diggle, Katana, and where they try to get him back, which is pretty cool. There's that one episode, but that's really it.
What was it? I don't know if they cleared up in season 3 because I know they didn't clear up in season 2. Remember in season 1 when they found the ship that the mom had the ship that casted away Oliver and his dad
Yeah, they take care of that, I think.
in season 3?
Yeah.
Because they didn't in season 2.
Yeah,
They kind of just left that hanging.
I get what you're saying. But you need to watch Gotham.
Honestly, the backstory for Arrow was cooler than I think the actual story, like the flashbacks.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
those were kind of boring though. It all took place in Tokyo, but
No, yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked it. I didn't like. I overall I liked the TV show season. We're getting what? Supergirl. Okay.
apparently the second trailer for it was better.
It was.
So I guess I'll try watching
I
it.
just wish that she was in the DC Universe movies, DCMU.
Yeah,
because Supergirl is a character that could be used, but just doesn't need her own solo movie.
Legends of Tomorrow is coming out in 2016. That's basically all the kind of like side characters from Arrow and Flash. That
Yeah.
looks cool.
So is that the podcast?
Yep.
Are we good with that? All right. So what do we have to say? Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, do all that stuff because we really like making this stuff, and we hope you like this too. Hey, if you listen to this,
Check out the rest of the channel. There are Let's Plays on it of right now. I think
High Score
a
Music
Let's
Review.
Play, High Score Music Review, and what was
Nerd Equivalent.
Nerd Equivalent.
There's a new Nerd Equivalent coming out probably next week, and it's it's a really interesting one. The Mega Man, the video game character, is the nerd equivalent to a hitman. And Mike is working on a high score of Sonic Heroes.
And if I have a program where I can download Game Boy games on my computer.
Oh yeah,
And I could, if you want, I could if I just figure out my mic setup, I could do a walkthrough of Pokemon Fire Red or something.
Yeah, do a Nuzlocke.
What?
Do a Nuzlocke. I'll explain to you what that is after the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, do all that stuff. Chris is going on vacation, so don't know when we're gonna do the next podcast. Probably soon. Probably bi-weekly.
Probably by the time I get back.
Yeah. So we'll pick up some new comics. We'll talk about them. We'll
Alright.
talk about all this comedy comic stuff.
Alright.
Yeah. So I'm Wes.
I'm Chris.
I'm CJ.
Goodbye.
Thank you.